let's get into the topic of tonight's show, because we are talking about how the Dolphins have fared so far. Through 11 weeks of the NFL season, we have had a lot of downs, but more recently, we've had a lot of ups.
Yeah.
We've won 3 of our last 4. 2 of them were convincing wins. One of them was extremely ugly, and the loss, of course, was extremely ugly as well. So I don't know what to make of this team, but you have forced my hand by telling me that we're going to do a report card this week. So I have had to come up with what to make of this team.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to get into right now. We're going to start with the quarterback position, because why the heck wouldn't we? Tua Tagovailoa, I had myself a little bit of a rant.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Hissy fit.
more like it. Yeah. But accurate and justifiable.
I was a little unhappy with our quarterback after this past game, and really after the past few games. And now I get to grade him.
Ooh, yeah, and it should be said, we have no idea what our individual grades are. We did not talk ahead of time. We did not share them.
I did not put it on the show sheet. Yeah.
Nope.
The show sheet does not have the grades on it. It just has what we should talk about with the grades, but not the actual grades.
It's going to be real fun. This is going to be, I'm excited, as excited as our fans are.
So I'm going to talk about the highs, you talk about the lows, and then we'll go into our grades. Because
Okay,
I'm going to force myself. Okay. I'm going to force myself to talk positive about Tua. Yeah, your turn. Nothing. At times, he has still looked like the quarterback from 2023. At times, he has been able to pinpoint a ball into a spot that you would think that was not even there, or not possible to get the ball there. He had a little bit of bad luck this past week with Jalen Waddle dropping 3 passes. That is very un-Jalen Waddle-like.
Yep.
And I think overall, his accuracy and his throwing ability hasn't changed that much. It's really all mental for him. Yeah. So from the positive side, I think physically he still has the physical tools to be a good quarterback. He has no mobility whatsoever, but we've known that for a while.
Yeah.
Why he keeps trying to run it is beyond me. He's the slowest person I've ever seen. But yeah, I think he can be an incredibly efficient passer. When the first read is there, he can hit it. There's no doubt about it. But when the first read is not there, I throw it to you, because we start to see the lows just kind of snowball.
Yeah, and for me, it's turnovers and bad decisions, right? Which spiral for him, because he's not the type of quarterback, at least this year, that when a poor decision is made or when something in game does not go his way, he can shake it off. He has shown us time and time and time again where he sits with it. And, it might look like he's laughing it off on the sideline, but when you see his body language and his jittery feet in game when something goes wrong immediately afterwards, it's concerning. And those big turnovers and those bad decisions, really have killed drives and flipped games for us, especially in the first half of the season when our defense was not playing, not showing up, or still, and I shouldn't say it that way, still figuring it out, right? We have a ton of young players on this team. I'm trying to give grace to rookies and understand that we went from, which is something we talk about a lot on the show, where he went from one of the oldest teams in the league to one of the youngest teams in the league. So there is naturally going to be a learning curve, and it's not good. And, and to boot, when the run game dies, right? So we've been leaning on this run game lately, and it's what you and I and many of our fans in the chat have been craving. Just please lean on the run. When that script goes away, the quarterback room, basically Tua, has proven time and time again that he can't carry this team this year.
No, if the running game's not there, then we lose. That's just the ultimate thing. I think the biggest question I have for you before we actually get into the final grade, and we ask our chat, what are your opinions on the quarterback room? In terms of quarterback room, we're just talking Tua. There's only been 17 attempts by other quarterbacks on this roster, so they don't really count towards the grade. We're talking starting quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. So if you have opinions on how he's been, the highs, the lows,
grade him A through F.
Grade him. If you have questions about like this one that I'm about to ask Josh, is the quarterback room playing well enough to win in January against top defenses, were we somehow to take advantage of the soft schedule in the back half here and sneak into the playoffs?
I mean, look, the short answer is no. The fan in me wants to say yes, absolutely, right? With how this team is playing and the script that we are implementing for the last handful of games, running a lot. Tua, just please don't fuck it up, right? The fan in me, the young Dolphins fan from back in the day is like, absolutely, we're going to turn this thing around. We're going to win out, and we're going to play for maybe we can get into the back end of the playoffs. But the realist in me says absolutely not. I have zero faith in Tua anymore, which again, we've talked about plenty of times. This is coming from two folks on this podcast, and Anthony and myself, that were Tua guys from the start. I mean, we were on the mountain together, arm in arm, saying he's our franchise quarterback. And I've lost all faith in him, especially in big games. And we have a few of them coming up. A few national media games. We have two more national televised games.
Mm-hmm.
We have two of them coming up, one against Cincinnati and the other against Pittsburgh, I think.
Correct.
So those are, I mean, who knows? We don't play well when we're in the national spotlight. So, it's a shame. It really is.
And Cincy will have Burrow back by that game too.
Yep.
Which will be interesting for us. Yeah, good point here, Gator. Tua can't hit the throws to the sideline. That's why the middle of the field was always such a boon for him.
Yep.
But as soon as they take away the middle of the field, that's it.
Yeah, and and to Gator's point, that's what the strong arm is for.
Yeah.
If a quarterback has a strong arm, he can theoretically, as long as he's accurate, can hit the sideline passes on the outside of the numbers or the hashes. And Tua ain't it,
No. I mean, and Mike doesn't ask him to do that, right? Offense was built for him. The offense was built for him, and he's still not succeeding, and that's the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the struggle for me. So what grade do you give? I see Jorge gives Tua a C-.
Yes, I think that's very generous.
Where are you at?
Right now, I'm at a D+.
Okay.
I know that sounds very harsh because there have been some things that have worked against him this season so far. Injuries, poor offensive line play at the start, poor coaching, poor scheming, poor decisions. But I cannot forgive the decisions that Tua himself has made. And I can't reconcile in my mind the quarterback that we saw in 2023 and the quarterback we see now. My mind just cannot make it make sense. So I had to go D+. I know it sounds harsh. I'm assuming you're either there or lower. But what do you got?
Yeah, ironically enough, I'm also a D+.
Oh, perfect. Okay, well, there you go.
Who knew that we do a podcast together? Who knew we would have the same grade here for Tua? Yeah, D+. I can't in good conscience give him anything higher than that right now.
Yeah.
He's just, if we're talking about this season and this season alone, which we are.
Yeah.
He has not performed better than a D+ in my eyes.
No. And again, keep in mind, chat, we are not talking about the longevity of the player in the league. We are talking about this specific season in a snapshot.
Let us know in the chat what you think about the quarterback grades or what your quarterback grade is, what you think about Tua and how he's doing this year. If you are a Tua supporter, please let us know. I'd love to hear the other side of the coin because we've been kind of in an echo chamber between us and the people that we chat with regularly about Miami Dolphins football. None of us are really big Tua fans anymore. And
you know what sucks? I really want to be.
Yeah.
I want him to succeed so bad.
It's not looking good.
It's not. No.